Welcome back, guys. This is Doug with Basement Level Magic. We're on the die roll, round 1. Let's go. So this definitely needs a third land, and if we don't get it, we're in trouble. But if we do get it, we have a lot of stuff we can do. I think it's worth risking. Might be kind of loose, but we'll see. 18 lands in the deck. Got 2 turns to draw one. That's not one. Against black-white. I thought there was probably a pretty good black-white deck. Alright, so we got there. I think we go ahead and just play out our Herald of Kozilek and pass. This way, if we draw another land, we can play a Kozilek's Channeler this turn, have a 4/4 on the board. Sure, Zulaport Cutthroat. Alright, so we did not, but that's okay. So I think we Touch of the Void. Yeah, I overtap my mana. Oh well, I couldn't do anything with one anyway, but my opponent doesn't know that. So I suppose I open myself up by attacking to like, what is it? Sheer drop. Nice. I don't mind my opponent drawing some cards if he's going to spend his turn doing it, especially because I'm holding a, Spell Shrivel. But I don't think we hold up Spell Shrivel if we do draw land and we can play it Channeler. But we didn't. So I think we hang on to the Merc Strider. We go and attack. Since we missed our land drop, probably our opponent assumes that we don't have anything. I want to save the Merc Strider for something a little more threatening. See if our opponent decides not to play something. Treat to Hagra. Yeah, I'll counter that. Gives us something else in the exile zone. Well, not handing any lands has kind of hurt us. I think now I probably do want to just Merc Strider and attack. Sort of changes the race a bit. Night Watch is a good one. But it pretty much shuts us down as far as attacking goes. Alright, so we got there with our lands. Now, what do we want to do? So we can play the Kozilek Sentinel for 1 red and leave up our Scatter to the Winds, but we're probably taking 4 damage. Or we could play the Kozilek's Channeler, and then if he doesn't gain life, you know, we could double block to kill the Colostri Healer, or Night Watch, I mean. I think we'll just go ahead and play the Kozilek's Channeler. As it fixes our mana now for the rest of the game. We can cast our Blight Her, we can cast our Drowner of Hope. See what our opponent has for us here. He is going to go ahead and attack. I have to assume Combat Trick. And I think there's a chance that we're able to hit him back for a ton of damage this turn. And play the Drowner of Hope. So I think probably we just take 4. I don't know why he didn't play that pre-combat. I guess because he did have a combat trick and he did want me to block. Alright, kind of getting there now on our lands. So I think we want to go Drowner of Hope. And then I suppose there's no reason that we need to tap anything down right now. We can just go ahead and attack into this. Alright, so he does have a focus. Yeah, which I think we're okay with. We knew he had a combat trick, now we got it out of his hand. And there's a potential to do a ton of damage next turn if he doesn't take care of our Scions. And we could even tap down a couple of things on his begin combat step. I'll have to watch to see if he leaves up mana though. Okay, now he doesn't have enough to use the spawning bed. Well, maybe he saw that too. So the best time for him to use the Blighted Fen is after I sack the Scions, so hopefully he doesn't do anything till I'm down to just 1 or none. But we'll keep 1 around just in case. Although the Merc Strider doesn't have as much value now either. Alright, so we can play our Blighted Cataract. Wish we had one more thing ingested right now. So Say he pops the spawning bed, he gets 3 Scion tokens. Am I okay with him putting a bunch of stuff in front of the Kozilek's Channeler at this point? I think I'm good on mana. Well, I could save my Scion as well to pop my Blighted Cataract. It's a tough one. I think what I'm going to do is play out the Kozilek Sentinel and leave up the Scatter. Do I want to attack and just get rid of all this stuff? I kind of do. I'm going to attack like this. Let him pop his Blighted Fen. No, I'm sorry. His Cataract. I think now we want to tap down the Blade Whirl, since we know he can't crack the Blighted Fen, and we just got to make sure that we play the Kozilek Sentinel next turn. So this should mostly clear his board, unless he's chumping, which chumping is fine. Play the Kozilek Sentinel so we have something, you know, of low value that we can sacrifice to the Blighted Fen, and we left up our Scatter. 1 mana short of the Blighted Cataract. I guess not if we tap the Channeler. It's actually pretty annoying. I'm going to go ahead and counter it. Probably he's going to play something better here in a minute. But this keeps him from attacking when he otherwise would have. And he tapped his Blighted Fen, which is nice. I guess he can gain life on demand. Which is pretty frustrating. But he can sack his Eldrazi Scion. Zulaport Cutthroat gives him 1 life, and then he can fly overhead with his Colossary Nightwatch. So I think we want to play... I think we want to play the Cryptic Cruiser. And if he wants to put, like... So how does he block if I attack with the Channeler and the Drowner of Hope? I don't think I can attack with the Channeler. How does he block if I block with the Drowner of Hope? So he has to put 3 things in front of the Drowner of Hope, no matter how you look at it. I think that's fine. Yeah, or chump. Which, that's awesome that he chose to chump that way, because now he doesn't have anything right now that he can sacrifice to gain flying next turn. So that actually worked out very well. So he's going to pop his Blighted Fen. Which I think our least valuable creature now is probably the Kozilek Sentinel. And I don't see him having an attack here. As he tapped out, and overall my creatures are better. I don't have a way to take care of that Courier Griffin currently. But I suppose a trade of the... Yeah, okay, I was going to trade for the Night Watch. Do I want to tap it down now, is the question. I suppose there's no downside, except that I'm out of stuff in my opponent's exile. But I think the only way we win this is if we stay aggressive. Certainly don't mind him using up a little time. Not the best draw. So I think at this point we're just playing the Blight Herder. We don't need this land on the board in order to do it, but it does give us enough for our Blighted Cataract. But we can threaten lethal. So he has to block. What does he have to block? So he has 10 life. He has to block. So he has to block 3 creatures. So we eat his board. Depending on what his last 2 cards are, I suppose. If he has a combat trick, this could go bad. But I think it's worth the risk. Especially because we're down about 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes on the time. It would be to our benefit to win as soon as possible. I think his best block would be like Blade Whirl on the Merc Strider, and then he could do Courier Griffin on the... Well, he just jumped the Courier Griffin probably to the Drowner of Hope. and that gains him 2 life as well. And he keeps his Zulaport Cutthroat. Interesting. I definitely want to kill the bigger of the two. Opponent takes 6. Gains 2. Goes to 6. We go to 5. We just need 1 blocker, right? So if he can remove this blocker, we're in trouble. Ooh. Now we're dead. As he gained flying, and we lose a life. And we take 4. So how do we want to sideboard against this guy? Claster Nightwatch is definitely the best card we saw out of his deck. Turn Against seems like it would have probably won us the game. Hedron Blade's not that good here. Salvador not that good. Boiling Earth, you know, not super good, honestly. Molten Nursery seems alright. I guess we would have had Invoker online, which probably would have won it for us. Or if I put in 1 Molten Nursery, take out Sentinel. Actually did some work there. Take out a Merc Strider and not much I want to take out, honestly. This is tough. Maybe the Incubator Drone didn't seem all that good against him, since he has a couple of big creatures I can't get through. But he has a lot of little guys. It's nice to chump and block, though. I guess I could see cutting Sentinel. Down to a minute. Now, you know what? I kind of like the way it was. Yeah, I'm going to submit it again. I kind of like the way it was. Yeah, I do want to go first. Ugh. So it worked out last time. Fairly well. See, if we draw a mountain, this gets real good, I think. But I'm pretty sure we get mulligan this. It's so powerful, though. Yeah, we need a mulligan. Well, I guess this is okay, as you know, it's only got 3 mana, but they're all blue, and it's all blue spells. I suppose we do want that. We'll see. Maybe we can find a way to take care of you know, some of his enablers early and not have as much to worry about. I'll go ahead and put up the benthic infiltrator. This time at least we'll have no problem ingesting when we're ready. Alright. Unfortunately, we did not pick up a land. But that's okay. We hit a plains. Not the best. I never know if I should fear the ingestion. I mean, I know this guy's playing a white-black ally strategy, so the culling drone may only be in here for you know, filler as a 2/2. But I don't know that for sure. I mean, a lot of people play a rune processor, you know, any chance they can. I'm one of them. Alright. So, I think we can attack with both and then just incubator drone. Make sure we get our ingest on early. And we'll see what he's got. If we don't get a land, it looks like we're going to start holding up some counter magic. Sure. Got 2 white mana. We know he's playing at least one, you know, combat trick. I guess we'll know by what he attacks with, if he has it. No, he does not have it in hand at this time. Alright, so is there anything here that we would want to kill? I don't think there is yet. I think we have some time to get in there. He didn't attack last turn. No reason to think that anything has really changed. And my mana hasn't gotten any better, so we might as well just wait it out. I'd like to keep my Eldrazi Scion alive for when I play the Drowner of Hope, if I can. But if I can't, I can't. Retreat to Hagra, sure. I don't think that's worthy of a spell shrivel this time around. Especially if that's how our opponent wants to play his turn. I will wait for something a little more powerful to destroy. I suppose we could Titan's Presence here just in the sake of mana efficiency. want the Colostri Healer, the Culling Drone, or the McKindy Patrol, though? Probably the 2-3 is the one I'd fear the most. Alright, so we did hit a land, which is nice. We can actually awaken a Clutch Occurrence now if we want. Get in with all kinds of stuff. It's not the most value, but we have the Drowner of Hope in our hand. Now let's just get in for an extra 2 damage. So why not? We'll get in there. We haven't ingested all that good of stuff. And if he wants to hit me back for 1, I'm okay with that. Or even 2 if he has a landfall. Problem with playing Control on a 25-minute clock, especially when it's not something you normally do, is I am running out of time. Rattle Spout, sure. I wish I could shrivel it. Yeah, no reason not to attack. Thinking now if it's time to cast the Drowner using the Eldrazi Scion. Oh no, I can't. I need 1 more mana. Oh, I can cast the Drowner of Hope though. Yeah, he's the one who picked up the Helmar Tide Collar. But that blocks his planes pretty well. And if he doesn't do something pretty saucy, we can't. Well, it doesn't block the planes anymore. I don't think that he's attacking though. Maybe. Maybe I should be sideboarding out the Spell Shrivel. Doesn't seem like I ever have a really good opportunity to use it. Jeez. We'll just tap that down. I think he should have put it on a second land, honestly. So does he put his Colostri Healer in front of the Drowner of Hope this time around? I don't think he can afford to block the Scion, right? Because he's dead if he doesn't block the Drowner. This turn we probably pop the Blighted Cataract unless we're afraid we're going to lose. And then we have the Spell Shrivel. Do we want to make him pay 4 for that? Kind of seems good, honestly. It keeps us from it either makes him not cast the Celestial Healer or not cast the next thing he was going to cast, which, yeah, the next thing he was going to cast he values more. But I don't think he can attack with his planes now. And if he doesn't attack with his planes, I can just tap it down and attack through, I think for lethal, right? Which I think I can just do anyway. Or I'll spout my Drowner. That actually doesn't really do anything, right? Because I replay it, I get 2 more Scions. Alright, there we go. So I think we leave things pretty much alone, right? I definitely see where the Molten Nursery would come in handy. I just don't know what to take out. Everything seems good. So we'll go ahead and submit. Our opponent's deck is like really sweet. So I'm happy with the 1-1. I wish I had a little time left, but neither here nor there. Maybe we get a really, really good starting hand. That's probably not it. 5-lander? Jeez. Oh, we got a 3-drop. I guess I'm gonna keep it. Anything we draw is like gas now at this point with the Herald. Most of our deck is 3 and 4 drops, so. What we don't want to do is draw any more islands. Oh my god. This is how it goes. I guess now we lead out Nettle Drone. Jeez. I think I'm just going to Touch of the Void. And ping and attack. Now we're almost to Awakening level. We're already at 4. We can awaken this turn. whatever he plays. I'm gonna say let's see what we draw, because that's not the best. Let's see what he plays this turn. I've never remapped my keys, so if you guys watch, for some reason my keys changed for an unknown reason. Oh, jeez. I meant to ping. I tried to turn off the auto yields. I'm trying to save time. I think we just go ahead and cast this with Awaken on Noyandar. And we'll yield. Guy has some serious power in his deck. There, I remembered. Alright, so play a land. I think we just go ahead and ping. Play a Mist Intruder. Ping. Play a Benthic Infiltrator. Oops, paid too much mana. Oh well. I wonder what our opponent's holding. Not doing much. So we missed one trigger so far this game, which is a total bummer. So opponent should be at 9. We can hit him for 3 a turn. With the Mist Intruder, Benthic Infiltrator, and the Nettle Drone. Don't think that changes much. Any colorless spell we draw accelerates our win condition. And trying to play fast here, so forgive me. Whew, this is intense. I don't think he attacks with anything. If he does, we're not going to block, so no big deal. If he does, I actually would block with the Kozilek's Channeler, just to remove a chump blocker. And it may become relevant. Opponent being stuck on mana really helps, because if he was able to cast some bigger stuff, I think we'd really be in trouble. Any ally and he can gain life, though, that's the thing. Right now, all he needs to do to win is delay for 3 minutes, although he's catching up on time. Sure, Tidecaller, which doesn't really change anything, except that he gains life, which is a bummer. Oh, it does change something. The Mist Intruder can't attack through it. The Infiltrator still can, though. He should attack with his Swamp. Oh, and he didn't. So Merc Strider seems good. Oops. One too many mana again. Bounces land. My planes back. Now we can get in with these guys again. It's like Nettle Drone for the win here. We're essentially willing to take like any amount of damage at this point. No, he has a land in hand. So he's going to gain a life. I'll lose one. But I don't think he has enough blockers, right? So I can just Alpha Strike and win. Or does he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers, so can't block these anyway. I think I just got him. Can't forget though to Nettle Drone. And he attacks here and he just loses. As long as whatever he attacks with stays tapped. He's 1 mana short. The land that he awakened that I bounced. Well, no, I guess he replayed it, so that's not true. he's got 4 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. So he can block all of my ground creatures. So he blocks probably Sledge Crawler on Kozilek's Channeler, Merc Strider on Halmar Tidecaller. Alright. So he needs to gain life. Or the Nettle Drone just has him killed. Or kill the Nettle Drone. And gain life so that he can block the Benthic, or so he can negate the Benthic Infiltrator. So that's not enough because of the Benthic Infiltrator. He also needs to gain life. Does he have a land? Land gains him life. See how long we can keep him at 1. Jeez, not against 2? Ah, this is impossible. I don't think he attacks. He's still ahead on the clock. He should attack. Oof, now I think he attacks. Jeez. Yeah, actually, he doesn't have vigilance. Allies have become real bad for me, but we're ahead on the clock now. See if he just alpha strikes to make me block. Jeez. Now he can just alpha strike me. That's a bummer. Too much life gain. Man, that was a good match. Got him down to 20 seconds. Is it an ally? Not that it matters. He's gonna run out of time. I can't believe this. He should have just attacked. Oh my god, I cannot believe we just won that because he did that. All he had to do. Oh man. Oh. Oh, wow. I can't believe we won that. Alright guys, well, I guess we're on to round 2. So this has been Doug with Basement Level Magic. Go ahead and stick around. I'll be right back.